Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I am going to explain how we can remove any element from the array list in Java basically. So as you know, whenever we are going to work in such applications, so array list is a very common functions, or we can say very common class that is actually used very frequently. Why? The reason is, like, in the array list we can store the data dynamically. Like, this is not a static, means we are means in case of the static array, basically we need to provide certain size of this array and then we need to put the element into it. But array list is dynamic array, though like it's slower than the standard array because it helpful program where lot of manipulation in the array is needed. This array list class basically we found under java.util package, right? So here basically whenever we are going to work on such a, maybe we are putting some data into the array list and all, so here I am going to explain how we are going to remove the element from the array list. So maybe we are sometimes we may face there are certain exceptions while we are trying to remove any element from the array list. So I will discuss all those, like what are the best option or efficient options to remove the element from the array list. So for removing the elements from the array list, actually there are three options, three ways to remove the element from the array list. As one is there is one method in the array list, removed by index. By index we can remove the data, or like by values we can remove the data, or using the iterator we can remove the data. So let's say we can create one list over here, list of maybe let's say it's a string arrays, okay, and then here basically we can create one new array list, okay, and here basically we need to put some data over here. So how we are going to add the data over here? Using okay, how we are going to put data inside of it? Let's say alphabets dot, okay. So actually we need to create one main method over here, then we can create those operations, okay. So let me add this main, and then alphabets dot add. Using this add method we can add the value over here. So let's say we are adding a over here, and then b, then c, then d. Let's say we are working with this 4 string basically, okay, c and d. Now let's say if we want to remove the data, so there is a one options, directly we can use this alphabets dot remove, and here either we can provide the value or index. So first of all let's try with this value. Now if we provide the details of pin the data of this array list, so how we are going to pin this data one here? So it will be the update and it will be the before, okay. So now if we run this application, run this program, so we can get the output over here. So previously it was a, b, c and d. Now we have removed the element a from this list, so now that's why we got the output b, c and d, okay. And instead of this removing this one, if we want to index removed, so here basically instead of this value we are going to provide the index 1. So now what value it will be removed from this list? First of all it will remove the data a, so only in the list we are having this b, c and d. Now if we try to remove the 1, so it will remove the c element from the list. So now in the next we will get the output b and d, okay. So let me run this application. Here we can get the b and d, okay. So now let's say we are trying to remove some data while we are iterating the data using the for each loop, okay. Now let's say here if string dot equals let's say a, then actually we can remove this data, let's say this one, okay. Now let's see what is happened. So we don't need this one, we can comment it this one. Let me run this one, okay. So actually it is giving us the concurrent modification exception. So why this is giving? Because actually we are iterating with this one and we are trying to delete the data from the list, because it will not manipulate this kind of things while iterating using the for each loop. Instead of that, what we need to follow, basically we need to use iterating using the iterator. Okay, then we can able to delete the data. So like this is the iterator. Next we can put this condition over here, like if this particular string equals with this a, then using this iterator basically we can remove the data, dot removed. Okay, now we can print the data over here. Let me run this application. Now you can see it will be successfully able to delete the data. In Java 8, after actually from Java 8 actually there is another function. So this is also basically able to delete the data with some condition. Let's say removeIf, and here basically we need to provide the predicate. So like this one equals of, let's say D, then it will remove that particular element. If it is matches with this D, then it will delete the element, right? So let me run this one. Then you can see it will also delete the D from this list, right? So this is also one option. This is a like alpha base, then remove if it is equal to this one. Okay, so this is also this available from the Java 8. So these are the basically options that we can use for removing the data from the array list efficiently. So these are the basically options, like as you know, array list and list, those are basically part of this collection framework, and those are belongs to the util packages. And this is all about this, like how we are going to removing the elements from the array list. So if you guys have anything, please do let me know in the comment sections, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please press the bell icon. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye bye.